Good morning. I was watching some videos this morning to get inspired to see if I could do a different kind of look. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to begin with my eyes so I don't dirty up my skin. Let's do Louise Eye Base. And I'm going to start by applying that with my fingertips. I got too much. This doesn't take much. It really, a little goes a long ways. And I did wash my face, and I did remove the mascara out from under my eyes before I began. But there you go. All right. I shot my stash again this morning. This is another shot my stash themed. And I came across this palette, and it spoke to me. It is the Venus 2 by Lime Crime. And I'm going to begin with this mustard. And I have some clean makeup brushes. No, it's really outside of my box. I'm going to take the mustard . I know, that's not unusual there, is it? Put that there. It doesn't go as green as you would expect it to, does it? In the palette, it looks like it might pull a little green. All right, and I also pulled out this palette. It's a Makeup Geek palette. And that red in that palette is what was speaking to me. So I'm going to take another brush, and I'm going to pack that red on. What color is that red? It's called Mars. Oh, good grief, that's beautiful. Wow, I think I've just found a new favorite color. This is this is a shop with me, shop my stash. Valentine's look. All right, and then I'm going to take another clean brush. This one was a E54, and the one prior to that was a M433. It was a Morphe. I'm softening those edges. And I'm dragging it up into that mustard a little bit. I'm going back to my sweeper again in that Mars from the Makeup Geek palette. I'm patting that on at the lash line and then sweeping it up. It's really something. It's not at all what I expected. It's beautiful though. And then take my E25 from Sigma. I'm wiping it off. and then blending that up. I think I'm going to take my Tati Blendiful and soften those outside edges. This is the sweeper brush that has the Mars on it, the red. Really like that. And then this is the one that has the mustard on it. There. That's really pretty. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to take the color. I think it's Aphrodite. Looks like a chocolate brown to me. And this is the Makeup Geek palette. I'm getting that Aphrodite in the outside corner. There we go. That's really a pretty palette. I don't know why I haven't used it. Keeping that brown right there at the outside, or Aphrodite right outside there in the, it's almost got a touch of purple in it. I'm going to touch up the brows just a little bit. I'm going to use this micro brow pencil from NYX, and the color is brown. Brunette. Mostly I'm emphasizing the arch in the tail. And I'm just underlining in the front. Yes, I do my brows differently every time. I'm always searching for the perfect technique. All right. So that's the brunette pencil in the NYX micro brow. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I used the mustard, and I'm going to take the color Cosmopolitan from the Makeup Geek palette. It's a kind of a frosty peach. It looks like it would make a good highlight. All right, let's do a black liner. Let's see if this favorite liner pen from Tom Ford. This was the deeper, the eye defining pen that I've had for a long time. It looks like it's still going. I'm gonna look straight into the mirror so that I don't draw my liner down. All right, so the wings are on, I think. I don't know what possessed me to go in with liquid liner today. But anyway, I finished up with the Smashbox Always On, because the Tom Ford one is indeed worn out. Let's do some face. Foundation, primer, that sort of thing. I'm going to begin with a primer. Let's use the By Terry Hyaluronic. Sometimes I overthink the names and it makes it hard to say them. And what does it claim to do? Colorless Hydra filler. Okay. Filler sounds great. Let's put it where we need filler. Feels great. That's so nice. Feels good. And then I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter and put it there. Then I'm going to take the Dior Forever and I'm going to apply it with, I think I'm going to apply it with my optical blurring brush from Urban Decay. I'm finished putting the foundation on, the Dior Forever foundation on. My color that I'm using is 30030. And then I'm going to make it seamless with a wet beauty sponge. This is the Tarte. I like it. It's very soft. All right. That looks seamless. Now I'm going to take the Fenty Coco Naughty and I'm going to apply that lightly like a bronzer. And I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. I'm sweeping it across the bridge of my nose. And it's catching on the edge of my nose, creating a harsher line on the side. Kind of a soft contour. Doing the same thing on the end of my nose. I'm just brushing lightly, just feathering that Coco Naughty across my face. Then I'm going to go back again with the Coco Naughty on a brush that looks like this and go in a little harder. Just going in a little harder with the same color. Coco Naughty just happens to be the color that just happens to be my favorite. The color bronzer contour that's the most pleasing to my eye. I'm doing it on my brow bone. Then I'm going to take the end. And sweep it underneath like that. Now I'm going to go back with the bigger brush and soften it. I'm going to concentrate the circular motions right on top of the contour so I don't make it, so I don't diffuse it too much. A common problem with, or I guess it's a mistake. A common mistake that I see when I give makeup lessons is somebody wants something, a product in a certain place, and they put it on, and then they go back and they proceed to wipe it off. So there, we didn't wipe that one off. Let's put mascara primer. This is the Lancome. I have another one. I like this product. I think I like it more than, let's use this one. I think I like this one more than the one by Chanel. I think Lancome's been into volumizing mascara for years. I remember back in the 80s when I worked in the makeup department, that people who were really into piling on the mascara and getting a lot of bang with mascara would buy Lancome. I guess it was the Definisil. Okay, I'm gonna get this on really good. Comb it through so I don't have any, because I like all my lashes divided. I don't like them stuck together. I'm gonna get this comb and comb it through. I'm wiping it off so that my lashes can get between each little comb. All right, I got those all divided out. Now let's put some mascara on. Let's use the Stila Huge. Wow, that's a good combination. Let's comb that out. All right, let's divide these lashes out. All right. Let's do an under eye concealer. What shall I use today? Here's a Flawless Stay in Place. I'm betting this won't work out well. This is by Estee Lauder. And anything long wear underneath my eyes usually doesn't go well. Oh yeah, it sets up really fast. I gotta move it in with my fingers. I'm going to brighten on the inside of my eye with it. Ugh. Damp Beauty Blender. Brighten on the inside of my eye with it. I lost some of my bronzer. There we go. Let's do a mauve lip. I'm going to use this Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve. And I'm not going to make my Cupid's bow disappear completely. I'm just going to make it a little more shallow. I don't want it to be as deep. And over here on the outside of my lip disappears too quickly for my liking. So I'm going to widen it a little bit. I'm going to use this one today. It's by Pat McGrath. It's called Lady Stardust. It's a little warmer than the lip liner I used. Now for the blush. This is the We're Going Shopping by Kylie. It doesn't go on as warm as it looks in the it looks really warm. I'm going to run it on my brow bone too. I used the Fenty Sandcastle right underneath the arch of my brow and on the inner corners. I'm also going to use that as my highlight. I think it comes in, this highlight comes in a little kit with the Sweet Mouth lip gloss. I would venture to say that all of her highlights give it the same amount of bang. It's just a matter of which tone you want. Let me hit this brow bone here. Whoops. That's too shiny. There we go. I think I want a bright inner rim, so I'm going to take this pencil by Sigma, and it's called Final Touch Inner Rim Highlight. And I'm going to keep it towards the center and the inside. I'm going to come back and hit it again. The second coat always sticks better. I always compare this to icing a cake, like putting the crumb coat on first. And then when you go back, the rest goes on smooth. All right, I'm going to do the little trick with the brush and the mascara. I'm taking a beat up angle brush and I'm going to, it's an old one, and I'm going to take some mascara and hit these little baby hairs on the inside, baby lashes. And I'm going to be sure and get where I hit my lashes with the highlighter pencil, the waterline pencil, like that. I'm going to I bumped in a couple of places. I'm going to clean that up here in a minute. Now I want to highlight underneath my eyes or set. That's set pretty good. I'm going to take this powder from MAC. It's a Prep and Prime. Looks like this. Let's see what it's called. Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder. That lip combination is really pretty. And that was Essence Satin Mauve and Lady Stardust. I misplaced it. I can't find it. Here it is. These two. Okay, let's finish powder. I'm going to try the Damp Beauty sponge. I want a little bit of that highlight in between my eyeballs up here. I also put some of the Sigma brow gel. It's a tinted brow gel in the arch and tail of these brows. That's why they're so deep now. I'm just going to make sure everything's soft. I'm going to make sure the center of that lid is extra pink. The color is an eyeshadow color from Makeup Geek called Mars. Love it. And I'm going to give my eyelashes a little curl. Hopefully I won't pull my eyelashes out. I'm going to clean off the eyelash curler first. I know it's out of order. And I'm taking the eyelash curler off my eyelashes gently. Oh yeah, that helped. And these are my nails today. I went and had the powder polish taken off. Had her cut my nails back. Those were my nails that were that long. The Nutrafol vitamins for your hair really makes your nails grow fast. So she cut them back and painted them with Russian navy, and they chipped. So I took the Russian navy off, cut my nails back even shorter, and put on Rose Among Thorns, and put these little stickers on the I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Let me know what you and your significant other do on Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Leave in the comments what you and your significant other do on Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Leave in the comments what you and your Valentine. I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's look. Let me know in the comments what you and your Valentine do on Valentine's Day.